Hi friends, today our topic is Hashmap interview questions. So most of the collection interface we will face the Hashmap interview questions. This is the one of the famous interview questions they will ask. So I am covering those questions today. So first question is, what is a hash map? So hash map is used for storing key value pairs in Java. So how we will create an hash map? So below I gave syntax hash map. It will key value map equal to new hash map. So map having some put method, we can put the elements into the hash map. So what is a hash map? Hash map is used for storing key value pairs in Java. So explain the internal working of a hash map. So this is one of the famous question. Mostly we face this type of question in interview, any such companies. So answer for this one is hash map uses a hash table. So and mainly uses an hashing and equals method. So what happen internally is whenever you declare a hash map, it is going to create a array of buckets. So each bucket is referred to as a node. So node, what it contains mainly, it stores key, value, hash code, and address of the next node. So these four elements are there in the node. So hash code will be calculated by the put method. So we every one object having the hash code method. So what hash code method will do? It will generate the hash code for that particular key or whatever we are pasting their key, right? So it will generate the hash code for that one. So it will hash code will help us to store the key at a particular index. Also hash code will make the process of retrieving the values faster. So what happens internally when we are putting any element into the hash map, first it will generate the hash code. So using that hash code, it will search for the bucket. So we suppose if hash code is already available for the same key. So what it will do? So it will compare the key value. It is equal or not. At that time, it will call the equals method. So in the equals method, if that one the key is value both are equal, it will override the value. Otherwise it will create like a linked list. It will store again the same key value, hash code, and address of the next node. So it will create a linked list part. So same I have mentioned here. So hash code is further computed and will generate index for storing the value. The value is our key will be stored at the index given by the hash code in the form of a linked list. So whenever where you create an hash map, internally generate array of buckets using hash code and equals method. It will decides where to store the element. Moving further, can you store multiple keys with the same value in a hash map? No, multiple keys with the same value can't be stored in a hash map. When you try to insert a new key that is already present in a hash map, then overriding will happen and the old key will be replaced with the new key and a new value. In Java hash map, can you store null key? Yes, a null key can be stored in a hash map's first bucket, bucket 0 equal to value. Using null key in the hash maps, get method results in the return of the index first index. So which is why hash code method isn't called on a null key. So this is an important one. Next, in Java, is it possible to store null value in a hash map? Yes, we can store as many as null values. Moving further, what are the differences between the hash map and hash table? One of the famous interview question. So hash map and hash table. Hash table we can say it as a legacy one. Hash map is not a legacy one. So and also hash map is not a thread safe. So every method is not in synchronized in hash map. In hash table it is a thread safe. So every method is synchronized. Hash map allow one null key and multiple null values. Hash table null is not allowed for both key and value. So due to it is not a thread safe, the performance also performance of hash map is high, but hash table is very low. So compare the Java version, hash table is, as I already told, is a legacy one, so it's introduced in 1.0 version. But hash map is the latest version, the 1.2 version they introduced it. Okay, moving further, what are the differences between hash map and a tree map? So hash map allows single null key and multiple null values, but in tree map does not allow null key but allow multiple null values. Hashmap not perform any sorting, but treemap performs sorting in ascending order. Hashmap is faster than treemap because it provides the constant time performance. Why it is fast? It is not a thread safe. That is the one thing. Treemap is a little bit compared to hashmap. It will be the slow, and while adding and removing and contains method, anything, it will be the slow only. So equals method of an object class to compare the keys and hash map, but in tree map it will uses the compare to method to compare the object. So these are the important differences. Moving forward, next question is, what's the difference between hash map and concurrent hash map? So hash map, it's not a thread safe, but concurrent hash map is a thread safe. So and allow one null key and does not allow null key. Concurrent hash map does not allow any null key, but hash map allow one null key. What kind of data structures is hash map? Hash map implementation of hash table data structure. Yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.